to work on calculate function in Power BI. So average ifs. First, average ifs. Average ifs. So which one? It is asking for average range. Which one I have to do the average range? So which one, for which one I have to do the average?
Sales.
Sales. Very good. Sales. Okay. Comma. What is the criteria I have to select? Region.
Region.
First filter I am applying. Comma. In that, what is the criteria I should have? I should have south.
South.
Comma. What is the category? This is the category I should have. Oh, so no category is required. For just I'm selecting the south region. What is the average sales for south region? Okay. So let us cross check this average. So south region, right? I'm just selecting the south. So I have this one. So if you see here, what is the total average? Total average is 397,8795, which is 397,8795, which is correct. So now today we have learned sum count, maximum, minimum, sum ifs, count ifs, average ifs. How to apply a condition with the help of sum. So which is called a sum ifs. So team, you have to, in this you have to remember sum range, criteria range. Range means first of all a group of cells. Criteria means one single value. Okay, sum range, criteria range. Sum range is for summing up, or average range is for average. Criteria range is for giving the filter conditions. Okay. Team, are you clear with this? Okay. Next. So now let us start with average, sum ifs, count ifs, averages. Statistical functions. We have gone through sum ifs, count ifs, averages, max, minimum. So let us go work on count functions. Let us work on count functions. So what is count? What is count?
Total number of items.
Total number of items. No. So let me work on the count function. So I'll tell you three functions, which is count, count A, and count blank. Count A and count blank. These three functions we have it in Power BI also, which is count. Why do we use count? First, I'll use a count here for counting numbers. I've selected these numbers. What is the total count? I got it. I got it as 20. So similarly, I can use it for text. Let me check for text functions whether it works. So I have selected this range. It is giving us 0. Why? Because count function will count. Count function will count only the number values. It will not count the text values. So team, we should understand count function will count only numbers. If you have numbers, it will count. If you have blanks, if you have text values, it will not count. So clear, right? So to overcome this one, they have introduced count A function. They have introduced count A function, where count A function will count the text values. So team, are you clear?
Yes.
Count A function will count the text values, and count function will count only the number values. Okay, so what in case if there is a blank in between? So if there is a blank in between, it will not count the blanks. Okay, here let me remove here one blank. It is blank. It will not count. Okay. Next, if I wanted to count the blanks, how do I count? Equal to count blank. Count blank. So I'll select this one. So in this center region, I have how many blanks? I have 2 blanks. Here I have 1 blank. Here I have 1 blank. So let me So can you see here, 2 blanks we have in this range. In H to H range, the first blank is this one, and the second blank is this one. So it has counted only blanks. What does the count blank function do? It will count only the blank cells. So team, you are clear with this, right? Count function will count only numbers. Count a function can be, so let us see for count a function whether it counts number values or not. So it counts for numbers also. Count a function will count the number functions also, but count will do only for number. Count a will work for both text and numbers. And count blank, so we can select only the blank values here. We can select only the blank values here. This is blank and this is blank. Okay, so team, you are clear with this one, right? Now if I go with the count, COUNT, so we have learned count function, we have learned the count function, we have learned the count a function, we have learned count blank, count if, and count ifs. If means one condition, ifs means multiple conditions.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So we are familiar with all the count functions. So count if, count ifs, count if. Okay. Next. So let me go here. Count blank, count blank, count a. Next, we'll start with sum ifs, count ifs, lookup and date and time functions. We'll start with date and time functions. So date and time functions is also most important functions. We have date and time intelligent functions in Power BI. So I'll just give the basics of date and time functions for another 5-10 minutes. Okay. Let me go here for date and time functions. So in date and time functions, the shortcut for today's date is control semicolon. Control CTRL plus you have to press semicolon. So this is a shortcut. This is a shortcut key to print the today's date. So to print today's time, control shift semicolon. Control plus shift plus semicolon. So you should not forget this one. So this is a very basic. The shortcuts are very basic. You have to learn the shortcuts. Control semicolon and control shift semicolon. Okay. So control semicolon will give the date and the control shift semicolon will give the time. So now control semicolon space again control shift semicolon. You should give both date and time. So we have to at first we have to press this one, leave a space and press control shift semicolon. Okay. So these are the shortcuts for today's date. Today's date and current time. Current time and current date. Current time and current date. Next. So the formula for today's date to print the today's date, formula to print today's date, which is equal to of today, TODAY. There is no syntax, just you can open the bracket and close the bracket. It will print the today's date. Okay. So next we'll have one other formulas like date, month, year. So first month, year, month, year, date. So what is the current month here? MONTH, month. First I have to select the serial number. Serial number means date. So team, the basic fundamental I have to tell you, this value, the value which we have in date. So this is date, right? This date, how the system considers in the backend, do you know? So this is also a number. This is also a number. So just if I select it here in general, you can see here, what is the date value of this one? 44440. This backend system will consider this date also as a number. So suppose I'll just print 02-09-2021. Okay, which is, this is today's date, this is tomorrow's date. So what will be this one? What will be this number for the system? So just copy paste this one. It'll give one value increment. It'll give one value increment, 44441. So system, this is just for showing us in the front end. The system is giving these hyphens and keeping it in the correct format. But the back end, the system will understand only in the numbers. So team, did you get this one? So for today's date, it is 44440, and for tomorrow's date, it is 4444. The next day, what about for third days? Third of this one, this month?
4442.
44442. So let me copy paste the 44442 and convert it into date. So this is the format where you can do the conversions from. So can you see here? For front end, it is showing like this. The front end, it is showing like back end. The system will consider in numbers. So if you compare these numbers, what is the difference between this number minus this number? 1 day. Did you get? So how do we compare the same with the current date minus last date? We'll get it 1. So team, this is fundamental thing you should understand how the system considers in the backend. It considers everything as numbers. Okay. So shall I repeat this one?
Yeah,
Sorry.
the formula in date, month, year, date. Once you repeat, time voice was break. You don't know.
Team, my voice is audible.
Yes, Bharat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, audible.
so team, this one. So to print the current date, the shortcut is Control and press semicolon. By pressing Control only, you have to press semicolon. To print this current date and time, you have to print Control Shift semicolon. Okay. Similarly, if you wanted to write a formula, so now if you wanted to write a formula, you can write equal to today, which will print current date. So in the system backend, how the numbers are calculated by the system means, first we are printing the names. First we are printing the dates. Today's date, tomorrow's date, and day after tomorrow's date. For today's date, the system will consider the number which is assigned in the backend is 44440. For tomorrow's date, which is 44441. Okay, which is 44442 for the third date. So here, how do I find the difference between these two dates? How do I find the difference between these dates? So now I have third month. Now I have third date. I wanted to find the difference between the first date. So what is the total difference? We have the difference of two dates between third and 1. We have 2 dates in between. So similarly, if my date, so you are considering this way. System will 03 minus 01, which is 02, but that is not the correct thing. Suppose consider this one as 2020. So 03 minus 01, it is not doing. It is calculating in numbers. Equal to number value of this one. So see here, 44075. So which is 44442 minus this value. What is, how much value we are getting? 367. How do I convert the date value into number value? I can use a formula of number value. Okay, the number value will convert into number. Converts the text to number in a locally independent manner. Any text. So this is in front. This hyphens, everything is considered as text and date text. So we can convert this into number. Okay. So the total, this one is 367. Okay, 367. Next. So now we'll work on what are the formulas we have it here. So this is today's date. So which is 1/9/2021. So from this date, I want to extract the month number. So I'll use month, and it is asking for the serial number, right? Which is I'll select the date here. What is the current month we have? 9. So similarly, what is the current year? I can use the year formula equal to year. It is asking for the serial number. This is the serial number. So which is 2021, which is a day. For the syntax is serial number. I'll select the date. Okay. So team comfortable with these formulas, right? Month, year, date, which is just simple. Equal to month, we have to select the date. Equal to year, we have to select the date. And equal to day, and we have to select the date. So we are getting everything in. We are getting everything in numbers. 9th month 2021 and date. Okay. So let me work out this in text formulas. I can write equal to text. Okay. So first I have to select the date. I've selected the date. Now I wanted to show the month. So the format is we have to give the format. First I've selected the value. Now I have to select the month. So So first if I give it will give month number as 09. Suppose if I give one more so it will give us September. Okay. If I give 4 M's, it'll write as entire value as September. Okay. Similarly for date, equal to text of which is a date. This is a date, comma. If I press DD, I'll get 01. If I press DDD, I'll get as Wednesday. If I press DDDD, okay, entire I'll get as Wednesday. See here, 3 Ds will give WEDs shortcut. If I add 4 Ds, I'll get entire day, Wednesday. So team, you're fine with this, right? Text formula. If you wanted to show the value in the text, suppose this is 9th month, will give number as 9, but I wanted to show in September. So I can write MMM. First I can select the date. In inverted commas, I can give MMM. So similarly, let us work on other formats of text. So equal to text of I've selected this text, comma. I need the month and name. First I need the month, 3 M's, and year, 2 Y's. So can you see here? First I've given as 3 M's, 4 M's, which is 4 M's means month. It will give in September, and 2 Y's, which is year. So I can use 3 Y's also, 4 Y's also, which use September 2021. If you want to print the date, DD, in front I kept as DD, or else I can use as DDD, Wednesday, September 2021. So you have to just play with these formats. Suppose you don't want hyphen, you wanted to keep like this, you can just keep like this. So your number will show like this. So 820. So team, are you clear with these functions? We have worked on month, year, date, and text functions. Okay. So let me write. Tomorrow we'll continue with the date and time functions. So today we have started with month, year, day, today formula, and text formula. Okay. So tomorrow we'll work on workday, weekday, and all. Workday, weekday, workday, weekday, and day diff. Okay, team. So team, any doubts in today's session?
Like you can revise the first to last.
Sorry, I cannot.
Like you can revise